Did Blackie have any interaction with Piggy before he passed away?
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, because Blackie moved to the West Coast for many, many years, to Vancouver. But he did move back in the early 2000s in Montreal, so we met quite often.
Mm-hmm.
And also when Piggy was taken ill in March 2005, we spent a lot of time at the hospital with him. So Blackie was back into the Voivod camp before he joined the band.
Good.
Before he joined back.
Yeah, I mean, you're such a special band with so many unique values for each person. I think you could figure out a way to make a collective, and that might really be appropriate.
Yeah, I think it was a problem in the 20s when we didn't lose the respect for each other. We always did respect each other, but we lost the care for each other. And
well, you took it for granted, maybe.
Yeah. So and now I'm very, very careful with that, and I deeply care about everybody that was involved. Everybody was a warrior and fought for the band and had it in his heart and all that. And now I can appreciate that a lot more than when I was in my 20s.
I'm sure everybody can.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's part of life. I think you do.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's maturing or you just sort of can see things the way they were.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't really realize how much we can hurt somebody with just a couple of words, and now I can measure that, a lot more. Like, okay, I can't really say that because it's gonna have consequences, and but at one point we didn't think like that, and we were like telling each other stuff that was pretty hurtful, and eventually we couldn't stand each other at all. And now it's like so fun what's going on. Yeah. In the bus it's joy.
That's great. That's so great.
Yeah, it's a healing process, definitely. Yeah, because 2005 and 2006 were pretty dark years. I can't really go back there in my mind. It's done, and it's sometimes I can almost remember how it felt like these 2 years, but I immediately go
why
away.
Would you?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you really need to.
I felt like when we reformed in 2008, it could be sacrilege, and the fact that Dan is so well accepted really helps me to cope with it.
Yeah.
It's everybody like him. He's very well accepted by the fans, and people seem to be genuinely. No, that's
genuine.
Happy that we are back together and still performing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's not like it wasn't anybody's choice for Piggy to leave. That wasn't the situation. So that's.
It's true, and it was also a wake-up call for everybody. Health-wise, to eat properly and so on. And, because you don't really expect that, and all of a sudden your best friend has cancer, and colon cancer. So I started to eat a lot more carefully after that. So did everybody.
Wow.
Yeah. Piggy was the mentor, and it's in a way that was his way of showing us the future path to take care of himself.
Well, and he brought the band back together in a way and got everybody healthy and back on the road.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we're sort of doing that for him. We're doing everything for him anyway. That was Snake's idea.
Yeah. Because
in my mind, I was gonna do art at my home in Montreal forever, and that was it. But Snake really wanted to do it for Piggy, and that's really what convinced me.
Sure, it would be very easy to just turn off that part of your life and work on something else.
Because when I put the online gallery I think it was 2006. It was a very dark period, and I had in mind that I was not gonna touch Voivod for a long while. If I was not too sure if I was gonna be involved with Voivod anymore. I didn't expect people to respond to it like that. I mean, I immediately got tons of offers to do stuff. So in my mind, I was gonna do art, and I live in Montreal, right downtown on a high rise on top of a subway station. And to me it was going to be my retreat, and that was it. Then Snake convinced me that we should be doing that so Piggy's music won't rot, you know, and he was right. Yeah. I knew he was getting antsy to go back on the road and to go back into studio, and but I was in no rush, and but finally it was a good move.
Absolutely. Oh, it's so great to see you guys out there, and at least there is music.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
To remember him by.
And it's so fun to play such beautiful music, and I mean, Piggy was a genius. You know, it's, there's no doubt about it. And he, whenever I would ask him, I really understood it when I saw in the 80s. I saw the movie about Mozart, where he was commissioned a requiem or something, and was paid for it, and then the person who commissioned the music went to his place and asked, "Where's the music? You have no sheets of music anywhere." And he was like, "It's all in here." And Piggy was like that. Whenever I was like, "Hey, did you have new music?" And he was like, yeah, it's all in here. And so it was all like, he would build everything, all this complex stuff was done in his head, and then he would just have to play it. One take, press record, one take, and never saw anybody like that in my life.
Really?
He was like that when he was a kid. He knew how to play Led Zeppelin, King Crimson, Van der Graaf Generator, heavy metal, hard rock anyway, in the 70s. In his room, he was playing over the vinyls, you know, and he knew that was the thing about him. The legend was you would go to his place and ask him to play any song from his vinyl collection, which was huge, and he would put it on and play on top of it and play every note. So we all tried it when we were kids. We all met in high school, so we all went to his parents' place, knock on the door. "Is Dennis here?" "Yeah." Go to his room. "Oh, pick a vinyl, play this." And it play like close to the edge by it's like one side and the whole side, you know. Or like the song remains the same, you know, like very long song. He knew everything. And he was quite young, he was a teenager. So by the time we formed Voivod, I had never known a virtuoso like him.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. It's quite a loss, actually.
Oh, what a gift, though.
I mean, it's quite a loss that he's not here to write more, you know. But he does have quite a legacy of 15 albums.
Yeah, and that's a huge contribution to everybody's lives.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I hear him. I hear that from all the bands we are playing with, you know, like the younger bands. They all learned from him.
Thank you for your years of dedication, really being Voivod.
Yeah. It's fun to be back in Voivod. Yeah, so I can't escape the Voivod.
And whatever future works out, it works out. But it's also good to know that there's no definite end.
Yeah.
And that's a totally selfish perspective from myself.
Well, it's part of the reason why we got back into it, though. You know, well, we called them the Voivodians. Back then we called them the Iron Gang, but everybody begged us to keep going, and people listening to Voivod are very loyal, and we don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
It keeps us going, and I was never able to figure out what it is with Voivod that makes people so passionate about it. I was never able to figure that one out. I don't take it for granted.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
From me and from all the Voivodians out there.
Thanks a lot.
Excellent.